Hello, all. So I just got back from watching Mad Max Fury's Road, and my goodness, was it just plain epic. Okay? Epic. Epic. One of the best, it's the best Mad Max film there is. It's one of the best action flicks I've ever seen. It's better than The Raid. If you've seen The Raid, it's better than that. I'm being 100% serious here. Okay? There is just so much good about this film. I probably won't be able to stuff it all in this review. I won't. But let's go over it as well as we can. Let's do it. So first, I want to go over the themes. Shortly before this film was released, men's rights activists said they were going to boycott the film. Now, men's rights activists is, for the most part, pretty much just a hate group, and they wanted to boycott the film because it was too pro-women, because they hate women. They do. Anyways, they said it was too feminist, so they're going to boycott it. And I was under the point of view that they were just doing this to try and seem relevant, because that's what they do. Which is probably the case. But they did somehow have a magic ball, because the film actually does have some feminist themes to it. And in my honest opinion, that made the film a lot smarter. It did. So what do I mean by these feminist themes? Well, there's a trope in Hollywood of the damsel in distress. You know, a woman character is taken hostage, and it's a plot point for the main guy character to save her. In other words, she's not a character. She's a MacGuffin. She's a plot point to drive the plot forward, to drive our main male hero forward into saving the day, into saving the world. So she's not developed at all. She's not a real human being. She's just there for plot's sake. She's a driving force instead of a character. She's a damsel in distress. So this movie takes that trope, takes that common Hollywood trope, and completely turns it on its head. Completely. And what I mean by that is the plot is Furiosa, our main woman lead, has grown up in a society where women are literally seen as property. They are all slaves. They are called breeders. There's this one scene where this dude is drinking milk that has literally come directly out of the breasts of countless enslaved women. And he's just drinking it there saying, "This is good milk." And they are literally seen as property. They are never referred to as people. They are items. They are owned. There's this line said throughout the film where the women characters keep saying, "We're not things. We're not things." So they are property in this world. And the whole movie, the entire movie, is about Furiosa grabbing some of these women who are breeders and trying to save them. So instead of these women being damsels in distresses for a guy to save, and that being the plot, these women in essence are saving themselves, and them being enslaved and having to save themselves is used to develop and progress their characters. So it literally takes that plot cliche and turns it on its head completely. So yeah, you could definitely read a feminist theme out of that. And to add to that, the bad guys in this film are literally male stereotypes taken to insane extremes. They love hard rock. They literally worship their cars as a god. They drive down the road with like AC/DC rock bands attached to their cars, building out great rock songs with flamethrowers shooting out. It's literally the stereotypical Hollywood man's dream scenario, and these guys are running it. So they're literally like patriarchy on acid, and they're all spray painted white. And one of the main bad guys is made to look like an upper high class banker. I'm being completely honest. The bad guys are actually made to look like patriarchal white straight dudes on acid gone mad. That's the bad guys. So yes, you could definitely get a feminist theme out of that. And all the people find them, all except for pretty much mad Max and one other dude, they're all women. So yeah, you can definitely redefend this theme out of that. But to me, good themes make movies smarter. And if that theme bothers you, you're a dick. Get out of the theater. But besides that, this movie was awesome in every way possible. The soundtrack, I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of movies today have no epic score. This had a great score to it. It had a great score. Fantastic. I want to get that on my computer and play it 24/7. Stunt work was amazing. Very much practical effects. They did use some CGI. It's a modern film, but they used as much practical as they could. Oh, and just, you constantly want to pause this film and just look at it, because every second scene looks like a frame of art. There's just some shots that are so astoundingly beautiful, they take your breath away. The action, every action scene ramps up the action from the last action scene, and they're all very close together, so it feels like one big long action scene, and it just keeps coming at you and coming at you and coming at you and coming at you until you can't take anymore. The acting was also very good from everyone. The guy who replaced East, who took in the shoes of Mad Max, he did a fantastic job. He did. And the girl who played Furiosa, she did a fantastic job. She did. Everyone acted well. The guy who played the villain, that was an epic villain. That's how you do a villain. That's how you make a villain. He just looked, there's not much to him. There's admittedly not much to him, but he has such an iconic look to him. He does. He's got that skull. He's literally got the breathing respirators attached to him. It's an epic look for a character. So almost everything is good in this film. The only complaints, I only have 2 complaints. Here's complaint number 1. Furiosa, our main lead woman, has grown up in a world where women are literally seen as property. But yet, she controls a group of military men in this culture, and she runs a big truck and gets resources. That's a really important job. So how did she get it? How did she climb up the ranks of this patriarchal society where women are literally called breeders? How did she get that high up? I would have liked to have some kind of explanation about how she made it through the ranks over the years. I guess it's not really needed, and I guess they felt they needed more time for the epic action scenes that were awesome. But I would have liked that to be explained. And my second complaint is a few of the fight scenes and action scenes were sped up. They literally sped up the film rate, and everybody started moving really quick because they literally sped up the film rate, which made 1 or 2 scenes a little hard to follow. But that was it. Those are my only complaints, and they're very minor complaints because this movie is awesome, and you should see it like right now. It was an awesome movie. Awesome stunt work, awesome practical effects, awesome explosions, awesome soundtrack. The score is amazing, awesome villain. Everything about this movie is indeed awesome. And it's a feminist movie, which somehow makes it more awesome. So see it. See this movie. Go out now, pay lots of money, see it over and over and over again. This movie has to break world records because it deserves it. It literally deserves it. So get this movie money. Lots of